Hi, I'm Larry Cox for DIY Road Cases. Today we're going to show you some techniques for installing foam. Give you a little bit of a money-saving tip as well as eliminating work for you. And we're going to show you how to get more bang for your buck with your foam, and also show you some techniques that keep you from having to do so much labor installing lots of foam. We're going to show you some ways to just use sections and pieces of foam to accomplish the same thing without having to line the entire case with foam. So let's take a look. Here we have a partial mock-up of a case. A couple sidewalls and a bottom, but you notice there's no foam in here yet, but we're going to put something in here that would have foam to protect it. And we're going to show you how you can save from lining this entire inside of a case with foam by protecting it with partial strips of foam. So let's say this was the beautiful piece of artwork that you wanted to protect and ship inside this case. Traditionally, there would be foam inside of a case for artwork, and you would either have lining of probably about 1 inch all the way around the sidewalls, and then probably also 1 inch or 2 in the bottom, covering the bottom where the paintings would rest. Now, you could also have multiple pieces of artwork stacked on top of each other with sheets of foam in between as well. And then the lid closes down on top, holding everything securely in place. So what I'm describing is that instead of covering the entire inside of the case with foam, we would utilize some well-placed strips of foam instead, thus saving the amount of foam. You could maybe use 2 strips or 3 or 1 big square in the center, depending on what you're putting inside. And the same thing with the perimeter. You could just take small little blocks of foam and place them well so that nothing touches up against the actual side wall. And the important part is that the foam isolates, but so does this space because it becomes an air gap. Same thing here. These 3 strips are on the bottom, but this space in here is isolated from the painting, and it's isolating the exterior wall because the painting would be resting on the foam. Let me show you. Notice now how the artwork is sitting on top of the foam. Now I'm pressing really hard, and you can tell there's not any contact between the painting and the exterior wall of the case. Let me pull these out a little bit so you can see that a little bit better from a front view. Now, as you can see, when we set the artwork down on the foam, you can see those air gaps that are created between the outer case wall and the artwork, which is made possible by the foam in between. And that's all there is to it. Imagine the savings if you can reduce the amount of foam that you would need to use, especially over multiple cases. Well, there you have it. As you can see, when you absolutely don't need to line the entire case with foam, these techniques work great. Save you money, save you time. For DIY Road Cases, I'm Larry Cox. We'll see you out on the road.